This is an animated supplement for Chapter 10, The Brickyard Fight, from the book Our Fathers at Gettysburg by Jack Kunkel. Back in town, acting Federal Army Commander General Oliver Howard had been trying to conserve his troops on Cemetery Hill, but he was receiving desperate requests for reinforcements by the 11th Corps north of Gettysburg. Finally, he relented and sent out one brigade, Custer's brigade, to assist the beleaguered 11th Corps. Custer's men marched down Cemetery Hill and into town through the mobs of fleeing Federals. The acting 11th Corps commander, General Shorts, met Custer at the town square and ordered Custer and 3 of his regiments to take up position at the Brickyard just north of town, where a Federal battery commanded by Lieutenant Heckman also waited. Custer's 4th Regiment, the 73rd Pennsylvania, was ordered to remain near the town square as a reserve. Confederate Division Commander Early dispatched 2 fresh brigades, Hayes and Avery's, into town to keep the Yankees on the run. Custer had no sooner got his men in place at the Brickyard than the 2 Confederate brigades came bearing down on him. Heckman's battery did what it could, but it didn't have a clear field of fire down the road, since the road was covered with fleeing Federals. So Heckman mostly devoted his guns to Avery and put that brigade under heavy fire as it crossed a creek, Stevens Run. But Avery's men continued on as Custer's men opened fire on them. In a short time, possibly 10 or 15 minutes, the 57th North Carolina worked its way around the right flank of the 134th New York, forcing that brigade backwards. At the same time, Hayes was overwhelming the left of Custer's line. Custer had no choice but to call a retreat. The regiment in the center of the line, the 154th New York, didn't get the word, and it was late making its escape. Heckman's battery also retreated, losing 2 guns in the process. Custer's men retreated in disorder back to Cemetery Hill, and the Confederates now controlled the town of Gettysburg. For much more on this battle, including descriptions by the soldiers involved, as well as photos, illustrations, and Google links to the actual battlefield locations, please refer to this book.